Okay, to get this presentation started, I'm going to need some help from the audience. How about you? Can you tell us your name? Samantha. Samantha, can you tell us like an artist, a musician, somebody you might want to see in concert you've been listening to lately?
I know Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20. Did you know they're going to be? Did you know they're going to be at the House of Blues here in April?
Oh, House of Blues, yeah. I saw the sign.
Right. But the problem is the tickets are sold out.
This is true.
Right. So what would you tell me if I told you I can get you into that concert for 99 cents?
I would tell you that's crazy.
Right. Well, we're not crazy, and we're here to tell you about Trystle, and that's what you can do with our value proposition. My name is Luis de la Fuente, and this is James Lame. We're going to tell you a little bit about our venture. Our mission is to safely connect people in the community through exciting events such as sports, concerts, and theater. We're going to organize our app in an auction format, which has never been done. So we're going to be kind of like the eBay for dating. So the idea was originally thought of by James. He kept seeing on Facebook, you know, somebody has an extra ticket. They would post, hey, can you go with me? Or, you know, we have to give these away. I don't have anything to do with them. He actually found a long-term girlfriend through this method using Facebook, and he saw this as an opportunity for us to make money and connect people in our community. Now, the mobile dating service market is over $2 billion, and there's over 46 million users in the mobile market alone. There's over 3,900 successful dating websites, and the way we see it is if glutenfreesingles.com can do it, so can we. Now I'm going to have James, we've developed a mock-up demo for you, and I'm going to have James run through it for you real quick.
So we've got an interactive demo so you can kind of see our thought process. The app really works in 3 steps. You'll browse events, kind of like someone would browse for items on eBay. You'll find a match that wants to take you to an exciting event in the area, and then you'll enjoy your night. So you'll start off by signing in. You can use your Facebook to log in. That'll streamline the process, or you can use your email address. This will take you to the splash page and then to the main menu. Once you're to the main menu, this is where you can really function the whole application. You can post a listing to take someone on a date, or you can scroll through just like on eBay and sort the events out there. So you can see we've got several people. You can filter by gender, by age, by what kind of event it's going to be. And you can see here this woman on the top wants to take someone to the Drake concert. It's about to expire, so if I want to go with her, I better check out her profile. I can learn a little bit about her, where she went to school, how old she is, kind of see why she wants a date, and then I can click request. And this is where our revenue model pops in. People can either request someone for you can submit a request for 99 cents, or for $9.99 you can get a subscription, and that'll give you unlimited requests for the entire month. So you might think, like, why is someone going to pay $10 a month? Well, if you get taken to one Dallas Cowboys football game, $10 is a pretty good price to get into that event. And we can make revenue off the process. Now Louise is going to tell you about our competitors and why we're better than them.
All right. So everybody knows Tinder, you know, swipe left, swipe right. It's very popular. It's free, it's quick, it's easy. It's got a huge user base. That's why it's been so popular. But it's very superficial. It's known as a hookup app. There's no revenue model. And there's a whole lot of fake profiles, viruses, and stuff that have been popping up lately. Grouper is another one where it sets you and 2 friends up with another group of 3. It kind of lowers the pressure, you know, being with your friends, but there's a very small user base. There's only Thursday nights are available. You have to wait 2 weeks. It's very expensive, and you know, if y'all don't click, you know, maybe 2 people click, but then the rest of them don't, it can end up being a catastrophe. How About We is probably the closest to us. It's just like a normal dating website, just like Match.com. The only difference is you submit an idea that you would like for your first date, like a picnic, or hey, let's go see the hot new movie that's out. The problem is it's very expensive. It's $20 just to see a person's picture. There is a money-back guarantee. It's a little more personal than than other, you know, dating sites, but you know, it can be hard to coordinate a website, and it's really not that much different from Match.com. It's pretty much the same thing, and that's where we come in. Now, Trystle, we're going to position ourselves as a classier way to meet people. Really, the defining factor of the success of a dating website is how can you get women to be part of your website and be comfortable. And you know, we are by having a ticket that you have to have in order to post an event, it kind of filters out some of the people that may not be, you know, high quality, and it establishes a mutual interest between you and the other person first. So it kind of makes them more comfortable downloading it and trying it out. You can attract higher quality dates. Say you have a box ticket to the Cowboys. Of course, a ton of people would want to go with you. It's a chance for somebody to come in and get a free ticket to an awesome event. If the event's sold out, it may be one of the only ways for you to go. We're using an auction format, which has never been done. And if we can patent that process, the auction style format for dating services, that could be one of the things that we use as part of the winnings to patent that process. And it adds like a fun aspect to it. That's why eBay has been so successful. Because not only are you winning a product that you're interested in, but it's also fun to bid and kind of win something, you know? And we also have a lot of possible partners. The American Airlines Center, we can help them fill their seats, sell hot dogs. We can help Ticketmaster sell tickets. So we don't really step on anybody's toes. We're kind of a combination, a mix between things that have never been seen before. And on top of all of this, we have a superior revenue model from anybody else who's ever tried something like this. So how do we roll this out? Well, there's going to be a very large emphasis on social media. We already have 10,000 Twitter followers, so we've established that there is a market for this. People would like to see us succeed. We plan on hosting parties at local bars where you download our app and we auction off a free Cowboys ticket or free Mavericks tickets for you to use on our app to spread the word. And we plan on launching only in Dallas at first. So we want to establish ourselves here, prove that it's a possible concept, and from there, we'll expand to other cities as they express interest in us. So from here, then go to San Francisco, then go to Houston, as we see that there's a market for us. Now, here's our timeline. The idea was born about August 2013. We spent a lot of time since then working on ideas, possible ways to attack this. We're here at the SMU Business Plan Competition right now. Our beta is going to launch in June. From there, we'll spend about 3 months getting feedback, filtering out bugs, and September is when we plan to launch into the marketplace. Now, the team so far is me and James. Our app builders are actually kind enough to be here today, Hordanzo. They're sitting right there. If you have any questions, you can ask them. And I'm going to hand it over to James to round this off.
All right, so here's a pie chart of our use of funds in year one. One of the hardest things when you want to start a business is how am I going to keep my job and try to run a business? And we don't think that's really possible. So you'll see we have about 1/3 is our salary. We're paying ourselves a $50,000 salary in the first year. About 1/3 of the expenses is going to be our working capital, and the rest is going to be events, marketing, and server expenses, which are very small in year one as we have a small amount of users, but that'll grow exponentially in years 2 and 3 when we plan to raise more money. And we've got a little pro forma chart of our sales, our revenue, and our net income. Our goal is to have 103,000 users by year 3, and we think we can generate about 4.5 million in sales with that number of users.
Right, and that's based off of a first year monthly growth of 40%, then it shrinks to 20% and 10%. We got those numbers from similar apps and similar development horizons based on those apps.
And after our 3 months of beta, we think we can have 500 active users, but we did our projections based off of 250.
Right, so this could be a lot higher. So that's about it. That's all we have for you, and we'd like to open the field up for questions. Samantha, thank you.
Quick question on the auction. So if a person was to go on there and hit the button, it's 99 cents, can they come back subsequently and keep bidding, kind of eBay style?
No, we don't want to have a monetary option or a monetary aspect of it. You will get 150 characters, kind of like a tweet to give them a reason why they should pick you. And in that tweet, you can say, yeah, I'll split the ticket with you, or hey, we were friends in high school, you should take me, whatever your angle is that you want to go with them.
How many people are allowed to bid before it closes?
As many as possible. So if one person has sweet tickets to the Cowboys and 200 people bid to them, that could be $200 in revenue just off of that one event.
So basically, at that point, you could just scroll through and select whoever you wanted from the 200 users, and it would unlock a private conversation between you for a certain amount of time, which goes away completely after a certain amount of time. So you say the person ends up being creepy, they don't ever get your phone number, that conversation actually disappears unless you choose to give your phone number out. Nobody will get your private.
Right. A little bit.
That's not really an auction, is it?
Not exactly, but it's kind of the
Additional
format.
statement.
Right.
So how do you confirm that the people actually have tickets that are coming onto the site and not just using it to scam other people?
Right, that's a good question. Well, first we're going to add on to what you're saying, it's not quite related, but we're going to screen people based on their phone numbers. You send them a SMS message to make sure that they're an actual person, they have an actual phone number, they're not a certified sex offender or anything like that. And from there, like if you get 2 strikes, so if you post an event and you renege or whatever, that's a strike. The next strike, you're out, you can never use our app again. So there's going to be a rating system.
So a better way to say it is just like on eBay. So say I post I'm going to sell an item and then I'm not happy with the price that it's sold for, I decide not to sell it. Someone's going to go in there and give you negative feedback. And the way our system works is once you've had negative feedback 3 times, your account will be eliminated.
But you guys aren't authenticating the ticket to make sure it's real.
Right, not at this point.
That's part of the market.
They might already have the ticket, or if they don't already have the ticket, they'll have to buy it before the event happens. If not, they're going to get negative feedback and they're not going to last in the app long before we revisit it.
Right.
So, obviously, all the examples were about events where you buy tickets, but what about other events? And how do you classify them? So when I log into the app, do I have event categories, or do I have free versus paid tickets, sports versus...
There's arts, there's music, and then there's a social aspect. We want to keep the app premium, so that's why we really want to encourage people to go to Mavericks games, Cowboys games. We're going to make sure we keep the social events monitored, so we don't want people just taking someone to a local bar, then we're kind of falling into the category of a tender or another regular meet of that.
And you'll also be able to filter through these events. If you only want to go to music events, you only want to go to art events.
Got it.
And once you click on the person you want to go with, or once you filtered it out, you'll be able to swipe through the people. People love swiping.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Right.